So, welcome to this week's video, or today's video. Today I'm filming this is Monday, but the day you guys will see it, it's probably either Tuesday or Wednesday. So let's get on to the makeup tutorial, and then we'll talk at the end. So, let's go. Alright guys, so let's get this one palette makeup tutorial started. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my Fit Me concealer stick in the shade 25 Neutral Beige. I'm guessing that's the color. Don't know if it's the color. Let me check. Okay, it's 25 medium. Not beige, just medium. And then after that, sorry I'm singing a little bit here because I always have music on, and since like you guys can't hear the actual video's audio, so if I speed it up and you hear the audio, it's really confusing. Plus I can get copyrighted. So I don't use it a lot that way. I mostly speak to you guys, or if I'm not speaking, I add in different music that I cannot get copyrighted from because I've actually downloaded the whole album, or I've downloaded, like sounds from something. So after I blend that in, I'm going to take my Fit Me pressed powder in 220 Neutral Beige and just set the concealer. Now, one important step in every makeup tutorial, even if you're just putting concealer on your eyes, always set it, because trust me, it will crease more than ever. It will crease so much. And I'm drinking Diet Coke here. So I'm using the Amber Eyes Profusion palette. The first thing I want to do is take the transition shade, which is the shade called Fling. I'm going to use that to create basically a base where if I put all my colors, all the dark colors that I'm going to use in a moment, if I put all of them on there, it will create a nice base between my lid and the color, so they don't grab onto my lids. And even if I have concealer on, it kind of always grabs onto me, so I always like to put on a transition shade no matter what color it is, as long as it is a color that I like. One more thing that I wanted to discuss with you guys before I move on was that okay, hold on. Next, I'm going to take Outspoken, which is kind of like this nice orangey and purple shade. Nice orange and purple shade mixed together, and I'm just putting that on my crease with my Profusion brush. Like I was saying, that in the beginning, or at the end of this tutorial, I put on pink lipstick from Revlon. I think it's the Revlon Ultra HD Crush. Yes, and now I have the MAC's Ruby Woo lipstick, which works great. Next I'm taking the color Fearless, which is kind of like an orange red, but on the eyes of my eyes, basically it shows up red, so I kind of like that I can use it as for Christmas looks and stuff, but I don't actually use it. I just use it for normal looks, and you can do this for any type of look you want, as long as you have the right colors. Now, the one reason why I like the bold red lips, even though I'm doing like smoky purple eyes with like a glittery eyeshadow on the base. Next I'm taking primer. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track a little bit, but I'm just applying the primer here so I can it sits on my skin while I do my eye makeup, and then we'll move on. So right about here, my brother and my mom comes in, so I stop. So I'll catch on with you guys in the next one. Peace out. Okay, so right about here, my brother and my mom came inside to stop filming for a bit. I didn't stop filming it, I just had to delete it out of the video. But now I'm going into my eyebrows with the Maybelline's Brow Define and Fill Duo, and I'm just using that in the shade Soft Brown. We'll talk about that in the ending. But right now, as I was saying, is the reason why I like bold lips with this red look, even if the eye look is bold, it's because it like goes together instead of the pink. Like, I mean, the pink went together perfectly fine, it would look great, but sometimes it doesn't work. Now I'm taking my Smashbox palette and using this really amazing purple color. I think it's called Orchid, but it's from the spring edition, and I'm just using that to brighten up the look, because it was a really bright purple. Now I'm taking the color Ideal, which is kind of like a brow bone highlight shade, and I'm just highlighting my brow bone. And then I'm taking the shiny shade Chatty and putting that all over my lids with, again, the Profusion brush, again I am so amazed that they actually give you brushes with these palettes, because the Maybelline ones and the Wet n Wild ones don't even that they give you a brush, they don't give you the ones that you can actually use. They give you like the plasticky ones that kids can use, and I just had to throw them out. So, but I really like this brush. It's really nice, soft, applies the shadows at the right amount, picks up the right amount, so it always works out for me. After that, what I start to do is apply my foundation. Now the reason why I'm waiting on my eyeliner is because I want to make sure that the foundation and my concealer gives me clean edges. By the way, it's 11/11, guys. Make a wish right now. So the reason why I did my foundation first and concealer before I moved on to my winged liners was because I wanted a clean edge. And yeah, so after that, now the one thing that I like to do all the time is mix my foundation with the Coty Airspin powder. Now the reason why I do that is because it gives my skin, especially on the camera, since I'm sitting in front of a camera all the time, I'm talking to you guys right now on a voiceover, and it just, you know, helps me, helps my skin look better. But the reason why I like mixing with it is because the foundation, even though it's nice, dewy, and smooth, it just makes it more smooth rather than more dewy. But it works great with my skin. It just makes my skin look flawless and amazing. It just helps my foundation look more gradient, look more, you know, like my skin tone and stuff. So that's why I use it. Again, dancing over here. I love to dance. I just never show it to you guys because it's not something I showcase, except that one video that I posted. But now I'm just taking my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer and I'm putting that on my eyes. Now we're done using the palette. We're not going to do any lower lash line. We're not going to do anything with the lower lash line or the lashes at the bottom. Okay, so my mom brought in food here and I just had to make sure that I waited to finish the finish my bake process to eat the food. So that's why the next clip looks more like dark, because I took a really long time to eat my thing. By the way, they're just really good noodles, so you know, you always take time when you have good food. Hello. So again, I'm using the Coty Airspin powder to bake, and I use that same powder to mat out my whole face, just so it gives me a nice base to work with when I'm done. Now I'm just shaking it off, taking it all off, because I already had enough powder on my face and I just needed to let my face sit in it. That's why I had to stop the video right about now. So after I finished it, I just took my Maybelline Precise eyeliner, Maybelline Liner Precise in black, and I just lined my eyes with it, regular normal lining. Again, I've gotten better with lining with my eyes without like the page flags and stuff, so if you want to still keep doing it, go ahead. I just prefer not to use it anymore because I'd like to get hand practiced. Now the reason why I pulled you guys in closer is because I cannot ever do what I'm doing right now, and sometimes I can do it, sometimes I can't. It just depends. But I had to pull you guys in closer to see if I could hold my eyes, but I can't because all the eyeshadow gets mixed up and I don't want to do that. But the wings did get messed up, but that's okay. You learn as you go. So if your wings get messed up, don't just take off all your eyeshadow and stuff and redo it. Just don't even try to make it look even. Leave it. Everyone will think it's a new look and you'll be good to go. Now I'm taking my Master Bronze palette from Maybelline and using the 3 shades that they give us to bronze our face. I'm using those two to contour my cheekbones. Again, do the fish face or the pout whenever I want to do my cheekbones because it looks amazing, I tell you. And then once you're done with that, I just take the medium and the dark and I contour the sides of my heads, or like the temples, I guess. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, just to go around the side, make sure the color blends in. Now I'm using this like shimmer powder to highlight, because the highlight that they give in the palette, it's amazing, but I just don't like it. And I'm just testing out lipstick here. Like I said, the red would have looked so much better, but I just really like this pink color for some reason that I never chose the red. But the red I'm wearing, again, it works great. And I'm just using a brush to apply my chapstick again because I don't want to, you know, put all the foundation and gunk on it. So I just used a brush that I was using, and I'm just cleaning up now. And now I'm just gonna use a little bit of that brush and then apply with the thing it comes with. Usually, sometimes I'll use a brush, sometimes I won't. It just depends on what my mood is and stuff like that. So that's it basically for this makeup tutorial. I did forget to do my lashes, my top lashes, so I had to go in with mascara after I put in my glasses. And always, like, since I wear glasses all the time, I always remember to bake my nose. So I was just doing that while I was packing up, and then I just used the thing that the powder comes with, and I just blended it. And I had to clean my glasses. I was showing you the look. I forgot to do the lashes, so there you go. And that's it for the video. Let's go back to the outro. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you do try this makeup look with different crease shades or different eyelid shades, please go ahead and send me a picture or tag me in a picture that you post. I'll be sure to see it, and I will be sure to love it at heart contents, because it just, you know, feels really good when someone takes your tips or your makeup advice or recreates a makeup look that you did. It's amazing, trust me. But bye. I love you guys, and always be your true selves.